Hello. Good morning, everyone. Sunday. Brenda at B.laster Works. Thank you for being here. And it is Sunday, so it is time for our trash talk, snack talk. And as you know, I finally got my box from Egypt, which was due a month ago. And so now we're a month behind, but that's okay. So we're using it for October. And then I made the cover so far. And I just put a plastic bag from H Mart. Now, H Mart is an Asian market out here um, that hubby and I like to go to maybe about once a month. We get some stuff there. Pretty good prices and stuff, especially on the produce. And then remember, we had this that we're still up in the air on where this is. A couple people voted Turkey, so we'll see. They're probably right because I have no clue. So there's my cover. I finished that. My snacks that we tried for last week. We tried the strawberry wafers, and we both shared this one because hubby likes strawberries, so I let him try it. He liked them. I liked them. They were strawberry flavored. I did taste the strawberry. They were subtle, so not too sweet, not too sugary, which I liked. Soft and crispy at the same time. Pretty good for wafer. I'm not a big fan of these kind of wafer cookies, because they kind of like cardboard sometimes, right? The flavor in the end. But these were not bad at all. I'd say probably about a 7 out of 10 on these. We also tried the little cones. They look like ice cream cones, like wafer cones, and they had mango in there. Also, another good flavor for mango. I did enjoy these. I didn't open this one. Hubby did, and I don't know how many were in there to begin with, but I was left with two. So I don't know. I'm assuming there probably wasn't a lot in there because these are like snack size, like little snack size. But yeah, but they were about this big, maybe about 1.5 inches. So there was probably about 5 or 6 in there, but I got the last two, which tells me hubby liked them. And I liked them also. This one I would say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. And I like the packaging for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, it's not very kind of simple, but I do like it. And then hubby tried let's call them Cheetos, because they look like Cheetos. And he said, and he ate all of them. I didn't get a chance to try. I did want to try it, but they were all gone. And he said he loved these. He said they were very good. They're better than Cheetos and better than the Cheetos that we get, like the Barber brand and the other one that we had gotten at Amazon Fresh. Where did we get? No, we got it at Grocery Outlet. He couldn't quite put his finger on the flavor, but I forgot that it had this on the front, which to me looks like sour cream and chives. So I'm going to ask him later. He said it wasn't really cheesy, so I'm thinking it was this flavor, and he just didn't pay attention to the packaging to know. But I'm going to ask him later. But I would say he gave this probably a 10 out of 10 because he really liked these. So that was the snacks from Egypt. And then I also had ice cream, which I think I had this in my trash journal last year. But maple cream, have you guys tried that one? Oh, so good. So yeah, so I don't eat ice cream a lot because it makes me fat. So so I try not to eat it too much. But yeah, but I had to get this one because I got some ice cream for the old man, and he likes strawberry. So I went ahead and grabbed me a maple cream, and it's really, really good. So I'm going to lay off ice cream for a while. And then this is just the prompt list to the Spooky Divas challenge that I'm doing. I just started it last week also, and I was trying to find the size to print out to put in my little flea market journal that I got for $1. And in case you guys aren't up to date on that one, that challenge is for October. It's a 10 days of prompts, as you see, and you can do it in any order you want, and you can do it as long as you get it done by the end of the month and submit it by the end of the month, and then you're in a giveaway drawing. So but yeah, so I printed these out to put in my book, and I'm making like a storybook. So I'm using these prompts: haunted house, splatter, yellow. So that's my first page of my book, and I'm going in order of the prompts. So that's my first page in my book, the beginning of the story, and I have to use these. I use these prompts in the picture, and I kind of tie it in with the narrative also. So, but this was left over, and I don't know where this paper came from, but it's kind of like vellum paper. It was in the printer when I printed it out. I wasn't expecting that. It's okay, but I don't know. I'm hoping I can use this as a journaling card for the week because I can't write on any of this other stuff. It's too plasticky. So we'll see. We'll see if I can write on it, maybe with a gel pen, and then I'll just have to let it dry completely before I put it in there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that's my snacks and stuff for the week. And this week was very uneventful, which is good in my book. Okay, I am not complaining. We had no. Did we have an appointment? Oh, we did have one appointment. We did. Sorry, hold on. I just want to crease this real quick here. This is going to be my page. We did have one appointment with the primary care doctor uh, to go over, like, so far, like the scans or image scans and all that kind of stuff that was done last month. I think I cleaned this already. Yeah, I cleaned it. And the results were, everything looks fine. Everything looks fine, which is kind of, it's great that everything is good. But then at the same breath, it's like, well, then why is he dizzy? Why is he dizzy all the time? So they think it's genetics. So we need to go get some sort of testing done for that. So that's next on our list. But anyway, so the week was pretty uneventful as far as doctor appointments and stuff go. Just that one. And work has been seems like it's kind of slow. I think people might be holding on to their money, which I don't blame them. I would too. To see, the economy, of course, is not that great right now. So people are just a little afraid to spend their money, which I don't blame them. Or they're going, try to find the best deal. Like, who doesn't do that, But anyway, so that obviously it's like a spiral effect or domino effect. And sorry, it's kind of dirty. Put it over the trash can over here. Stretch it out if I can. I'm just pulling it like this. But yeah, so the week has been kind of slow there. Oops, I accidentally tore it. Okay. And which will affect me probably later on down the line, because then I'll get less hours to do work. You know what I mean? Because the less work coming in, the less hours you need to complete it. So that will affect me probably in a few weeks when they give me the budget of hours. Hoping it's not too bad, that I can still survive. I already went from full-time 38-ish hours to 30. So, but we'll see. I'm not going to worry about the future until the future comes, and then I'll worry about it. But on that same token, my regional called me the other day. So I think I'm just going to use these as decoration, obviously. This one, I think I'll do a pocket, like a tuck, and then tuck one of these in there, whichever one I use. I'm just going to cut it out and write on the back, probably the bigger one, so that I can kind of write about this. Or I might even just write and then fold it. I'll just cut it a little bit smaller. But this will be the journaling card. So I got to figure that out. So I think I'll use this as a tuck. Maybe I'll just staple it even to the side. I think I'll staple it here. But is that going to make it strong enough? I might have to, you know what? I'll probably fold it in half. And let's just do it, right? Instead of talking. And I want to put the journaling towards the front of the page so that it kind of goes in order. You know what I mean? When you're flipping through the journal. Because if I put it back here, then it'll be at the end. But yeah, let's do this. Let's just fold this, because this is very weak, unfortunately. Oh, well, I could have done it a little straighter. Oh well, too late now. I'm just gonna go for it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my regional called, and she asked if I would mind, or if I could support another location. In other words, go there and help train, because they have a new manager there that brand new, I think, to the business, so doesn't know the lab even though it's a small portion now, it's not like the whole lab, but still there is an aspect to the lab that you still have to know. And so she wanted to know if I would go there and help train her and, you know, take care of the lab end of the stuff in the meantime, because their lab person is going on vacation for a while. So they don't have anyone that can focus just on the lab itself. So, and she, you don't want those customers to be upset when their jobs aren't getting checked and they're not being called on time. I don't know if that's going to be strong enough. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have stapled it more in there. I think but then, let's see. Like if you tuck something in there, I don't think that's gonna hold it. Oh no, actually it does if I stick it all the way through there like that. Okay. If anything, I may put another staple there, like here. But then I would have to line it up there and there. All right, we'll see. We'll just leave that as that. Anyway, anywho, so yeah, and I think I'll just put this under here for decoration. Or this one. See, but I hate to cover up. I hate to cover up the names of stuff. That might help make it a little stronger. All right, maybe I should move that down a bit. Yeah. Okay. So she asked, and this location is, I would say, about almost 30 miles away from my home. Maybe 27 miles or something like that, right? Oh, shoot, I really stapled that on there good. And so I said, one, you're very lucky that I got a new car so I could go do that, for one reason, because had I still been just driving the tracker, I would immediately say no. And then I said I would do it if I'm guaranteed an 8-hour shift. So I'm not going to drive that far for like a 6 or less hour shift. It would have to be the whole 8 hours. And she's like, you make, it's your decision. So you can tell me what you want, and then I'll go to the bargaining table. And, so I said, okay. I said 8-hour shift. And then the 2 days that she wanted 3, but I don't want to be out of my store for 3 days. So I said, no, I'll do 2 days. So she said, okay, that's cool. That's helpful. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to focus here. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then hopefully, let's see, that would still hold. I'm pretty sure it would still hold. Yeah. So it's two days, 2 8-hour shifts. And I will get paid for mileage. Where's my stapler? This is my trusty, rusty staple. I'm going to try to go a little further in this time. Let's see. Like that. All right. So 2 days. And I picked Saturday as one of the days because Saturday the traffic won't be so bad. And when I say 30 miles, you think, oh, it's only like a half an hour, right? No, not in California, and especially not where I live. The freeway that I have to take is one of the busier freeways. It's not as hectic as the 5, I would say, but the 405 it's pretty hectic. So, yeah, so I'm guessing, luckily, I believe I'm going to be on the good side. Let's say, call it the good side of traffic. Okay, so you have where everybody's headed in the mornings. Everyone's usually on the side headed towards LA, more predominantly. And then I'm going south. And then when you're coming home, everyone that worked in LA is coming home, going south, and I'm going to be coming north. So hopefully that'll be in my favor. It's still going to be a lot of traffic, but it won't be as bad. And I'm hoping it doesn't take, the 30-mile drive doesn't take more than maybe an hour-ish and some. I don't know. But yeah, I'm spoiled. You know what I mean? I'm spoiled. I'll admit it. I am spoiled because right now I commute 4 miles one way a day, so 8 miles a day, and I can ride my bike. So, and those are the 2 days I pick. Thursday and Saturday are my bike days. So that's 2 days less um, that I'll be riding my bike, which is kind of a bummer, but it's not forever. Worst case scenario would be till the end of November. So that's the worst case scenario. So we'll see. So that starts this next week. So I'll let you guys know on the next trash talk how that goes. And then there's another alternative as far as a route. I was looking, instead of taking the freeway, I can. I'll buy it. It is a little. It is a little bit out of the way. Okay, but I can take Pacific Coast Highway (PCH). I would probably do that coming home, where I'm not, where I can kind of take my time. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, if it's going to take me over an hour to get home on the 405, and then I check and I do PCH, and it's maybe the same or maybe a tiny bit longer, I would rather look at something like the ocean on my way home than other cars. You know what I'm saying? So I might do that too, but we'll see. I was also able to say what shift I want, and I am a morning person, so I do want to go first thing in the morning and then come home. I don't want to be driving at night in the dark, which I will be once daylight savings rolls around, but still. So I am going to be 9 to 5:30 on those days, on both days. But I might change Thursday. I might change it to like 10, depending on the traffic. But I think 9 to 5:30 is doable. All right, so there we go. Let's put that in there. And we'll just put this one here. But yeah, so that is starting next week. And next week, luckily, I don't have any doctor appointments lined up for that week at all. So that'll be kind of a good week to get my feet wet with this new work schedule. And then, why did I do that? Oh, because it's torn. I thought I had a little bit there, but we'll just do this. All right. But the week after, oh my God, the week after I work 6 days. One day is a short day, it's just inventory. So that'll just be a couple hours, a few hours on a Sunday. I'll come in and do inventory, and that's it. And then I work, the 2 days at the other location and the other 3 days at my location. And then I have, oh no, because I took an extra day off that week, because we have 4 doctor appointments lined up for that week. So I have 2 days off with 3 doctor appointments, and then one day where I work. There's a doctor appointment in the morning, and then I'm going to go to work afterwards. So that's another long day. But yeah, so that week, when we do trash talk, I'll probably be tired. Oh my goodness, I'm getting, because I'll admit it, I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled now with this new role, this new job role that I have. I miss my old lab manager position. Don't get me wrong, I miss it. I miss working with my lab team. I don't see them anymore. Juan is the only one left, and I don't get to see him because we work. He works when I'm off. So I miss those days, and I miss that. But I admit, working by myself back there, and it's not a hard job at all. I don't really have to do that much maintenance. I'm not really fixing a machine every other day. And I mostly work a 6-hour shift, 6 or less, 5 to 6 hour shift every day. So I've gotten used to that since when did that start? About April, May, right? Probably about June is when we officially started the shorter hours, because we were still closing down the lab before that. But I got spoiled, got used to it, and now I'm going to have to work like a full day I know Sonia's probably like, girl, be quiet. I got to work 12 hours. I hear you. I hear you. Those days are over for me. I used to work, but then they didn't want us having overtime. So I had to stop working my longer days, and then it was just to 8 hours. But yeah, I know people out there. I mean, I'm just thankful to have a job, I'll be honest. So anyways, but look, guys, we finished. Let's add a sticker. I can find them. What was last week? 39 or 40? Y'all help me out here. Oh, I haven't used that color in a while. Let me go look at my other. I don't even know. See how bad this is. I don't even know what last week was. All right. Remember that one. Our emergency. Let's see. Is this the middle? 39. Yeah. Okay. So this is 40. Okay. I'll put you over here to kind of cover up some of this over here. Some of the staples there. All right. Yeah, so that's pretty much, like I said, last week wasn't too bad. We just had the one appointment, so it didn't seem too hectic last week. I did ride my bike a few days, and then most of the days except for Friday. Friday I usually drive, but now I'm only going to be riding my bike this coming up week on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'll be off Wednesday, and then drive to that other store on Thursday, drive to my job on Friday, and then drive to the other store on Saturday. So only 2 bike days. That's okay, because I do need to bring my bike in for maintenance too, so I need to schedule that. I'm pretty sure I need new brakes. Okay, so that's it, you guys. This is our page. There's the other 2 snacks for decoration. This is going to be a pocket. I just need to decide now how large to make this. I think I'll just cut it across here. Straighten it out a little bit because it's kind of crooked. And then maybe I'll just fold it. It depends on how much I think I need to write. So I'll see. I'll start writing like this way, and then if I don't need this, I'll just cut it off on the end. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right. Anyway, so this week coming up, let's see. I'm just going to keep working on my story, which I typed out day 3. And it took me like 4 times to type it out. And then last night I had already typed it out. I'm not showing you the story yet. And then I realized one word. I used the word skitter, which is a real word. Skitter is a real word, but that's not the word I wanted to use. And it dawned on me yesterday what word I was searching in my head for, and it wasn't skitter, even though that is a real word. So I'm going to put the real word that I wanted to use. I'm going to put that one in. And then I also made a mistake where I capitalized a letter that I didn't want capitalized. Looks like I'm shouting. So I got to fix that too. So yeah, so after this, I'm going to retype it for the 5th time. And the other 2 ones that I did on the first try. I mean, they were fine. And they had a few mistakes in there too, but if it's a small mistake, I just leave it because it kind of adds a little bit of character. But these are like huge mistakes. I keep misspelling words and forget like a whole couple words in the whole sentence and stuff like that. So those are big mistakes that I have to start all over. So yeah, so I'm going to do that now. And then today I'm going to do some yard work in the backyard. Still, working on that back plot so I can plant some garlic and stuff. And yeah. I'm going to try to take a picture of my spinach today if I remember, so I can show you guys next week, because that thing is out of control. I don't even eat that much spinach. And I know next time just to plant 1 seed, 1 or 2 would be enough for us. I planted, I think, 5 or 6, and 5 took. And so now, yeah, I'm overwhelmed with spinach. Okay, but I think that's it. Guys, I'm done. Thanks for joining me today and keeping me company. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys doing some challenges with me, like the Spooky Divas. I did see most of you or some of you on the Scrappy 8 page. some pretty cool creations coming out of there. Uh, and then, oh yeah, Scrappy 8 also, prompt for the Scrappy 8 challenge came out last week also, and that is, um, I lost the words again. What is it? Where's my little something about memories? Where's my little Scrappy 8 book? Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right, not playing with nostalgic memory. All right, so nostalgic memory. I still need to, actually, I should probably start that video today too. I need to pick a color. The only colors I have left are yellow and turquoise, which, since we are requested to use a picture of ourselves when possible, the picture is going to be the focal point. So the yellow or the turquoise will probably just be in the background. So it doesn't matter which color I choose at this point. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. And my decision right now is which era or section of my life do I want to choose, when I was a toddler, when I was like in kindergarten-ish age, when I'm a little older as a teenager, like before I became a mom, or do I want to do it when I was a young mom, you know? So I'm just trying to decide, is it my heavy metal days? I do have a pretty cool picture in my heavy metal days where I'm on stage singing. Yeah, that'd be a cool one, actually. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to decide what part of my life do I want to is nostalgic. I mean, they're all nostalgic, so it's just hard to choose right now which picture to choose in which part of my life. So if you guys are doing that challenge, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are in the same boat as me, trying to decide which part of our lives do we want to represent. Um, but anyway, so yeah, I need to start working on that too. And I do have like I told you guys before, Vera and I have an idea for the asylum journal, and it's not nothing crazy, but it's kind of funny. But she's probably further along with it than I am. I have an idea, and I just need to have the time to make it. So, but that's it, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. I think I've held you hostage long enough. And I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, as always, thanks for being here, and I love y'all. Tschüss.